Welcome back. Cutting across to Bihar, the big story in a big move, maybe the first in recent times. The Election Commission of India has deleted over 52 lakh names from Bihar's voters list in its latest cleanup drive. Election Commission has justified this, saying that they've only removed names of dead voters, of duplicates and people who may have moved away. This drive is part of what's called a Special Intensive Revision or SIR, which the Election Commission is carrying out to ensure transparency in voters' list. But opposition, of course, furious, dressed in black. MLAs from the RJD, Congress, left parties, AIMIM created chaos inside the Bihar Assembly for the second straight day, raising slogans, throwing placards, storming into the well of the House and literally toppling tables. That's what you see on our screens here. They call this correction by the Election Commission a voter deletion scam. They've accused the Election Commission of partnering with the BJP and trying to target the poor and minority voters in Bihar under the garb of this revision. Opposition there, furious and violent, you see that in the Bihar Assembly, have openly accused Nitish Kumar government of trying to rig the electoral rolls ahead of the upcoming Bihar elections. And protests, of course, not limited to Patna. Leaders like Rahul Gandhi and Akhilesh Yadav carried out an agitation in the parliament as well in Delhi, slamming the Election Commission's exercise as politically motivated and demanding a rollback of this. Now, a quick look at what really is this SIR initiative. The Election Commission basically calls this a routine pre-election verification process to clean up the voters list before elections. They say that Aadhaar, ration card or even voters ID are not proof of citizenship. So what is exactly the Election Commission accepting then? The EC basically says they are relying on fresh physical verification. That means door-to-door visits by booth-level officers, personal interaction with the voters or their family members to see if they are really there. They've got to provide supporting documents to those officials who are visiting their homes and establish their citizenship, their age and their residency. That this is indeed the place, the address where they stay, and that's proof. Essentially, the Election Commission wants to verify voters in person to ensure no duplication, no bogus entries, and to confirm that voter is an Indian citizen, lives at the address mentioned and is eligible. Now, in court, Election Commission has defended these powers under the Constitution, saying that it's not about politics, it's about accuracy. They want to correct these voters' lists, which across India are faulty on many levels. Now, the next hearing on this in the Supreme Court is on July 28th. Election Commission has also claimed success in the meanwhile, saying that Bihar will now be the first state in India where every polling booth will have fewer than 1,200 voters to ease voting on election day. But with over 52 lakh names that have been struck off and protests in the parliament only intensifying, we've got to see how this really plays out electorally. Will be very interesting to watch.